Hi everybody, Yuni here. So the Death Note one shot just came out, and I want to go ahead and read it with you guys. Let's do some sort of story time thing. It's a free issue, and you can find it thebeast.com. They have it there. So if you want to read for yourself, go there first. And if you want to read it with me, or see what my reaction is, let's go ahead and read it now. It's my first time reading this, so let's go. So, I guess new main character with the art. The art was beautiful. I think it's watercolors. Not sure. And Ryuk looks awesome like always. So let me start doing this. Bam. So it started to 13. So I guess we're after the incident from the original Death Note. And didn't succeed. It didn't succeed like you wanted me to. Welcome back. Okay, so another Shimigami gives Ryuk an apple. So Ryuk sets off to the human world to find another human to get the Death Note, and now we meet. Oh, it's May 2019. Took him a while to get back to Earth. Tanaka. Tanaka says into music. Ryuk is creeping. And he just puts him in his head. He just taps him with the book. So what? That's just him like singing a random book, tapping in his head out of nowhere. With that, okay, let's go to the next page. Oh, because he touched the book, now he gets all the knowledge, and he can see Ryuk. So he opened his eyes in a way. Huh. His reaction is priceless. He's just like, phew. It's been 2 years, Ryuk. Oh wait, he knows him. So, aha. The plot thickens already. I came on the floor like I promised. I'm mentioning Ami. He keeps his word. Of course you are. You have to keep your word, whether human or death god. It wouldn't. I wouldn't work with you otherwise. Okay, exactly. All right. 2 years ago. Okay, so I guess he erased his mind just like Light did by foregoing the book. So 2 years ago. I'm a little sniffly for some reason. It could be the okay. So Minoru Tanaka, top scorer once again. Very impressive. 3 years running. He could be the smartest middle school student in all Japan. But why this? Why? Is this an issue of motivation? I guess he got something wrong. He's not putting an actual effort into his grades. Okay. English 28 points. That's so stupid. I wish it could. I wish it could hit me in the head or the corner block of tofu and die. Okay, so then the notebook falls in his head for the first time. This is yours now. Okay, and then okay, there you go. That's the proper reaction to seeing Ryuk for the first time. Just freaking out. I hear you're pretty smart, says Ryuk. Or I guess it would be like, I hear you're pretty smart. 28. You got a 28. Wow, okay. Let's see. But your teachers at school said that you got first place 2 years running, and that you're the smartest middle schooler in Japan. And he's go, no, what first place in test 3 years running? No way, first place in 3 years running? Okay, why is he surprised? No way, first place in test 3 years running. Why is he surprised of his own accomplishments? 3 years running tests. Oh, okay. So he says, I think you might be talking about an intelligent test. Ryuk is confused. I'm confused. It's like some tests of subconscious ability or something, but they don't tell you the results. Oh, okay, that's messed up. Man, I really hate that. I really hate that school. Okay, so the school tests kids on their abilities on I guess IQ tests or intelligence tests, and they don't tell them the results. So they keep the potential to themselves, I guess. Even if I got good scores on that test, all it means is that I watch a lot of shows about IQ diagnostics and brain age, and that I waste all my time playing IQ test apps on my phone. Okay, fair enough. The people who are actually smart at solving problems pertain to the future. Any teacher who says scoring high on an IQ test makes you smart is an idiot. Fair enough. That is true, because there are all these different types of intelligence that some IQ tests don't account for. So you can score pretty low and still be pretty smart in a different way, like in an artistic way or an emotional way, and all that counts. All different types of people in the world. So Ryuk says, "So are you an idiot?" And he says, "I'm a terrible student, but I don't think I'm idiotic. That I'll qualify as an idiot." Okay. I guess I'll say I'm good at riddles and quizzes and stuff like that. Ryu gets really close to him. He freaks out a bit. Maybe someone like that is exactly suited for this. Suited for what? And what are you anyway? You're really freaky. Yes, he is. And tall. Really tall. We shouldn't just stand around talking. Let's go to your house. No way, I can't get up, right? I can't get up right now. He's freaked. Oh, did he pee himself? It's alright. You're the only one who can see me. Ah, okay. No, that's no way. That's way too convenient. I'm serious. No, but seriously, my room is messy. He doesn't want to take Ryuk to his room. He's embarrassed. What? This was Kira's? Okay, so there you go. Now he told him the story, but he knew Kira already because he was famous for the news. The whole world was watching back when those events. Hey, you're shouting. People can hear my voice, but they can still hear yours. Okay, fair enough. No way. You mean the Kira who eliminated the war and greatly reduced crime rates? For being so young, you seem to know a lot about him. Everyone does. It was in my ethics textbooks in elementary school, and we studied him in world history in middle school. Wow, I guess Kira left a mark. Wow, really? They treat him like one of the greats, huh? No. In ethics, they taught us that Kira was evil, and in world history, he was described as a mass murdering terrorist, the worst in recent history. But there are also lots of people who said that Kira was a god. Oh yeah, a god, huh? But how does a textbook, how does a notebook like this make you a god? The instructions are on the first page. Just read the thing. Ew. Why isn't it English? I don't know English. Fair enough. Translate it. Seriously? Okay, so here we go. Death Note. How to use it. The human whose name is written on this note shall die. And then something in Japanese, probably Light's notes. This note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. Again, notes from Light. I'm sure. I don't remember. I'm thinking, or yeah, it has to be. Or maybe notes from Ryuk. I'm not sure if that's Japanese now. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. If the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of a heart attack. After writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written within the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. That's very specific. So he's like, I can't believe all of this, but I guess it explains how he did it. The police and L were trying to arrest Kira, right? Yeah, it was pretty entertaining. That's all Ryuk cares about. Being entertained. Alright, so I went and got me an apple so we can be in the spirit of things. It's not the right size, but you know. So let me swallow this really fast. Ryu, can you tell me more about what Kira did? Silence. I'd like to eat an apple first. That's funny. We happen to be very lucky. My mom is in an apple diet and always has one a day. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's not true. It's not true. We need healthcare. Um, I can I can spare personal details, but I'll tell you everything I remember. Why are you being? I guess it's just being shifty for the sake of being shifty. Like, why does he care about to protect personal details of someone that's dead? Yeah, or maybe he doesn't want him to know everything right away and expect us to figure it out. So that'll be more fun for him. That's probably the case. You can't be serious, and the art is so beautiful. It's just wow. It's like me looking at this and it's like, oh, I have ways to go. That's why also Kira actually made use of the rules of the notebook's possession and fact. No possession and the fact that touching the death note makes people see you all to his own advantage. Okay, wait, what? Actually made use of the rules about the notebooks and the fact that touching the death note makes you people see you all to his own advantage. Okay, so basically he used the fact that he could see him to his own advantage. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I had trouble with that paragraph. He must have been really smart. Yeah, his tests were number 1 in the nation. But if you try to do the same thing right now, you'll get caught. Huh? Yeah, that was 10 years ago, a different era in the human world. I guess I need to select the browser to be able to skip ahead. There's a security camera in every street corner now, and every train car and cars and buses have dash cams. Okay. Yeah, I guess I guess you couldn't kill the FBI agent the same way. Like the first poor guy. They got caught on to Kira. They're more sophisticated at investigating cybercrime, so if Kira tried to get his message out online, they'll track him down right away. The police have labs all on cell phone calls. Untraceable messages online only happen when TV shows and movies need to write a way to make things more dramatic. Okay, so he's smart. There's a moment of silence, and then he says, but I'm sure Kira could have come up with a way to do it that still works in this day and age. And can you do that? Minoru? Huh? The Shimigami wants to do the same things that Kira did? You're kidding me. No way he can use his deadly notebook. No way. You're kidding me. No way I can use this deadly notebook. Okay, so he's not thinking of doing anything. If I give it to someone else, the notebook, or return it to Ryuk, I'll lose ownership, and my memories of it, and I can forget everything. Okay. Kira gave it back to Ryuk once too, but if I give it back to Ryuk, will he just give it to someone else instead? A notebook that can be used to kill people. What's the right answer? So he's having a debate, and a moral debate. You haven't said anything for 4 hours. You haven't said anything for hours. What's up? I'm the kind of person who thinks and thinks until he reaches his own answer. No wonder you're the quiz king, says Ryuk. There are 2 questions I have, Ryuk. Oh yeah? First, are there other humans besides me who can see you? Ryuk. Yes. So there are other notebooks out there then. I should be visible to people who touched the book when I brought it to the human world in the past. Oh, okay. That's a lot of people. He's like, you sure? I think so. For people who possess the note, but then lost possession, I won't be visible anymore. But those who just touched the book should still be able to see me. One more question. The human owner of the Death Note must be possessed by a Shimigami? Possessed. How far can you actually get from the owner? It's a tricky question. I'm not a firm rule. It probably works as long as I know where you are. Wait. Must be possessed by a Shimigami? It means that if he is accompanied by the Shimigami, or possessed like the exorcist, like a demonic possession. Or maybe he just being able to see him. I don't know. Anyway, or wait. I would know even if the Shimigami in the Shimigami world. So I guess not. Can you be more specific? My point is there is no set distance. Then come up with a number. Okay. So the measurements of the human world. So by the measurement of the human world, 14 kilometers. Okay. That's close enough to identify humans and reach you at a moment's notice. The rule wasn't clear before, so there's nothing wrong with me setting it now. Okay. Okay, I've decided. I'm going to return the Death Note now. Come back to me. Come back in 2 years. In 2 years, I'll use the notebook. I can promise you, apples every day. Huh? I have to be in apple withdrawal for 2 years. If you can't wait that long, give the notebook to someone else. Okay, fine, I'll wait, says Ryuk. He gives back the notebook, forgets everything, and then we're back to him now being a little bit older. In that case, I abandon my ownership of this notebook, returning to you, Ryuk. Present day. That's how it went. Yeah, I went without apples for 2 years. Oh, for Ryuk. Yet I can go. Yep, I can go with the plan I thought of 2 years ago. Plan? Yes, just as I planned, I'm going to sell the Death Note. Sell? Ryuk is like, what? I'm going to put it up for auction online. He's Ryuk, that sounds fun, but you were the one who said 2 years ago that everything on the net could be tracked. He's like, I'm not going to use the net. That's why I asked. That's why I asked from how far away you could be from me, huh? It was 14 kilometers, you said. Well, Sakura TV is 11 kilometers from here. I'm going to have to go there. And then in English, no wait, then I can't read it. Japanese, then use a pen and paper from the TV station. Okay. I don't know what he's trying to come up with. Good evening. This is the News X. Tonight's leading story: the power to remotely kill people, as used by Kira, is being put up for auction. If you want to buy it, use the hashtag Power of Kira on Twitter and indicate your bid your bid amount in American dollars. Wow, what? What is that? Oh, he just put the. Oh, he just held up the note in the air. Ryuk did, I guess. It's not interfering too much. Whatever. Putting up the power of Kira out for action. What is this? Is this an on-air screw up? Does he mean the Kira? Sakura TV again figures. Is that a cue card? What is that cue card doing? We apologize for this. Just a moment, folks. Don't touch it. Just explain the situation. This is paper floating. This paper is floating unsupported. It's also referring to Kira's power to kill people from a distance. Yeah, so that going on TV just saying this. Okay, actually, Sakura TV has nothing to do with this. Like, don't sue us. We take no responsibility for the content of this message you're seeing on screen. So again, don't sue us. But of course, Ryuk is just sitting there. All right. Oh, the detective from before. He can see Ryuk just fine. Deputy Commissioner Ryuk is trying to sell the Death Note. You mean someone got it from Ryuk? That's right. That's what I mean. That's what I meant. I hope it's just a joke. It's been about 30 seconds now. And then he drops the note. And leaves. Through the floor. Just to be dramatic. The next day. The thing about selling Kira's power isn't real, right? That's in poor taste for the evening's news, even for Sakura TV. Lots of bits online. Hey, check it out. It wasn't even been a day and people are bidding $3 million online. I mean, I guess that is, yeah. Three. That's over 300 million Chan. Some people think that this is real. That's crazy. If if this is really Kira's power, millions of dollars would be a cheap price. You could control the whole world. You can kill whoever you want. There's some news about Kira coming out of Japan right now. What's this? Wait, is that a mask? No. It's a replica of Shinigami. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Someone made a model of him. I'm trying to create a facial recognition system for Shinigami, though I'm sure the barriers are very high. But how could you make a facial recognition for Shinigami when nobody else can see them? Anyway, let's go whoever's putting the number, the more number offer action, Akira. I thought, is that Nero? I think it is. I thought only people who had touched the notebook could see Shinigami, which is why I said their barriers are high. So it's true then. Yes, I could see the Shinigami. So then the Shinigami to the TV station, not actually using the internet. The Akira is very cautious. Following the Shinigami will be a way to find Akira. Akira or Akira? I'm not sure. What we want is security footage of Akira and the Shinigami together, especially if the murder notebook is being handed over. However, it's essentially impossible to find that footage from all the cameras in Japan, only using the help of people who can see Shinigami. All the cameras in Japan. So, you think Akira is in Japan? Based on the past Kira incident, we can surmise that Shinigami can be far from the owner of the notebook. I think we can assume they're both in Japan for now. I'll rearrange the ticket to Japan once we have to catch this guy. Okay. At once we have to catch this guy. Okay. Catch. Assuming we even find Akira, are you certain you can charge them with a crime? In the past, I called the notebook. The worst murder weapon in human history. But weapons of mass murder are traded around the world every day. I would assume that killing someone with a notebook is a crime, but it doesn't seem like selling one would be. But that notebook is. If you want to seize the notebook, I would recommend finding the person who won it. Once the action is over. Silence. Then why are you trying to track down Akira, L? Akira is extremely smart. I have a personal interest in this. I would like to meet them. Ryuken and the new Akira. If you wish, please get in touch with Mr. Ayasawa to have yesterday's interior security camera footage from Sakura TV sent over. Got it. Good to speak to you again for the first time since the old days, Mr. Rester. I've just finished checking out the camera footage of Sakura TV and the surrounding area. What did the Shinigami do? Well, after throwing away the sheet of paper with the message on it, he passed to the bottom of the second floor studio, then the first floor, then the basement, and the parking lot. So that he wouldn't show him going away, basically. So he would just go on the ground. So they wouldn't be able to track his direction. That's smart. What's the matter? Shinigami passed on the ground and did not show up in Sakura TV footage camera after that, of course. Let's not make this after all. Even if you can make a Shinigami recognition system, it'll be pointless if the Shinigami traveling between the TV station and Akira is underground. There's nothing we can do about it. Oh, he blew up the model? Okay, that's weird. He just blew it up. If the Shinigami appears on any camera footage aside from the TV studio, it will be when he's handing over the murder notebook to his buyer. But at the moment, Akira will have parted ways with the notebook, and we can presume that any memory of all of it will be gone. So you're saying there's almost no chance we can catch them? If we want to catch them as Akira, it must be at the moment between getting the money and letting go of the notebook. I think it would be easier to figure it out by detecting whoever gets the money after the action. is complete, but I feel like that would be admitting defeat in a way. And in fact, I can't help but feel like plan like but in fact I can't help but feel like this was planned thoroughly enough that it would be impossible to detect the money changing hands. L. Uh, well, ultimately, we only need to track down whoever wins the notebook. Let's sit back and watch for now. Ryuk. Seems like it's going well. Yeah, it's up to nearly 10 million yen now. I'm trying not to pay too much attention to it. It's going so well. It's kind of scary. When does the bidding end anyway? And will I stop getting apples? I decide on a deadline. I keep giving you apples for a bit. After that, I get the money. Only for a bit. 1 week is left until the end of the auction. I might end prematurely as well. You will be informed as it happens. The section will be final. No complaints, no returns. So he's doing the same trick again, going to the station and holding up the paper. Here we go. We got numbers. Drag this message after 30 minutes. You'll be on the same pin, ready to go as before. Okay. Said hold it for 30 seconds. 30 minutes? He said hold it for 30 seconds. Okay, I don't get it. I'll read it now. One lick for, okay, so then they're alive. Oh, okay, so he comes to talk to Ryuk. Hey, stop, we're live. Hey, police don't even think I'm trying to buy Kira. Hey, police don't even think about trying to buy Kira's power. Hey, it's been a while. Ryuk just reads him like, no problem. The stupid Matsuda, your orders were to follow Shimigami as far as you can if he shows up. Hey, aren't you the guy from the few years ago who appeared on our show? I claim to know who Kira was. That's right, and the power of Kira is terrifying indeed. Well, at least he seems to be keeping himself busy in a matter of speaking. All he's done is make it seem like even more believable. What did you think you were doing? Is it true? I swear it's like a voodoo doll that curses people to death if you have their picture and name. Yeah, kind of. That must be that's a good explanation. Yeah, I mean, close enough. Even if it's true, there's absolutely no way the Japanese government can purchase something like that. At any rate, Matsuda, if you are now on desk duty for the time being to keep you away from the media. Wow, they punish him. The next day, wow, after Tora Matsuda went on TV yesterday, is up to $200 billion and over 20 trillion yen. That's not personal money anymore. Even the richest man in the world only has 130 billion, I think, which means it's a group, or in this case probably a nation. So government's handing a proxy bid for them. If they win the auction, they'll become an internationally dominant power. Okay. Well, I never thought about using the Death Note that way. That was just my thoughts. I'll say it's worth 100 trillion yen. Whoa. I see. Not kidding. Whoa, 280 billion. That account looked Chinese. Damn, it just went to $300 billion now. Seriously? It's just a race between these two people who now wish you could ignore all the stupid tweets from the people who aren't bidding. Well, I figure it will get to the point of being a national competition. Don't bother with Twitter. Put your government reps into the media to have an official announcement for how much you will pay to buy it. Wow, this is getting interesting. Oh wow, Mr. President. No, my president. Mr. President, in 2005, the FBI director and a boy named named Near testified. No, Near. There you go. Testified to the president that Kira's power was a notebook that could kill a person if you wrote their name, and if true, we cannot allow any other nation to get their hands on it. So Trump goes on the air. The United States will buy the power of Kira for $500 billion. The People's Republic of China will buy Kira's power for $1 trillion and promises to use it for peaceful ends. Okay. $1 trillion, 100 yen per dollar is 100 trillion yen. Is it serious? We'll buy it for 2 trillion and use it for world peace. Yeah, okay, Trump. Sure you will. The next day, there it is. Any world leader visiting must name price only. Any world leader visiting must name a price only, no other nonsense. Okay. The next day, there it is. I guess a new note. Oh, that was a new note. This is getting pretty incredible. Mr. Prime Minister, is it possible to hold a summit of world leaders to ensure no country buys it? Let's not kid ourselves with idealistic statements. We all know some government is going to end up with it. Mm-hmm. And whatever country says don't buy it, we'll be the first to turn around and try. The next day, we've passed quadrillion yen mark. Wow, a quadrillion yen equals Japan's national debt, right? Maybe we could get Kira to pay off the whole thing. That's cute. But then the Japanese government will likely return the money to whoever wins it, especially if it's the Americans. Oh yeah, that's a whole U.S.-Japan secure relationship, especially if they get Kira's power. Plus, Japan is the most indebted nation in the world, really, but also holds the most assets. Huh. What do you mean? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it either. Just Google it yourself. I guess I have to Google it later. Assuming that's true. Well, if the seller if the seller is Japanese and they pay tax on the income, it will alone will really grease the national gears. That's funny. Good point. Yeah, right. They're not gonna pay that. Ryuk, I'm ending the action tomorrow. Oh. Once I confirm that the money is in, I'm discarding ownership on the notebook and I need you to deliver it to the buyer. Yeah, I know. I was hoping to get more apples for you to eat, but I'm curious about this whole thing too. But how does Akira expect to actually receive the quadrillion yen? It is impossible to pay or receive that amount in bills, and it have to be on an online transaction, online banking, to an individual bank account. Wouldn't that identify Akira? Yes, it would. Even with an anonymous account attempting to draw, it would leave a trail for sure. Well, Akira, how do you intend to get that money? I know the notebook can manipulate a person's actions for 30 to 23 days, but they won't manipulate people to receive the money. If money was the point, there will be no need to hold the action. There are a million ways to control others' actions to gain money. They didn't do it because they don't. They didn't do that because they don't want to kill others to get money. Assuming Akira doesn't want to commit murder, there's no point to possessing the notebook. If you don't want the notebook, then you think of how best to dispose of it. The answer is very I can't pronounce that. Wow, my English just read it is dumb. So the answer is very thoroughly planned. Anyway, moving on. All these points line up. Given how cautious Akira is and has been, I can imagine they're just testing to see how much Kira's power will go for. No, Akira is serious about this, so I can only assume they're That 3.
Yes?
No, 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 Siri. Thank you.
Okay.
I can only assume that there is an equally careful plan for how to receive the money. Okay. Whoa! A different Shimigami. Money adjusting, why are you here? Okay. The Shimigami King is calling. Whoa! You have to go back as soon as you're able to. As soon as you're able to leave this out of your human. That's it. Don't ask me. I'm just a messenger. Why? Don't ask me. Just a messenger. Okay. Guess we're in trouble. Kira's power has been sold to the United States of America for a lot. American dollars. The measure of transferring of the amount will be revealed in 24 hours. To the Americans. Yes, unfortunately, China's mad. The Americans will have the death note. There was nothing we could do. It only makes sense that Japan would prefer America over China. Ugh. Yeah, I can hear that on his voice. Following our plan would mean trying to seize the notebook from our government. If you're going to do it on your own, please. On your own? Why do you say that? Because I live in America now. Oh. You got me in L. Well, if the original else was like that, then the entire world knows about it. Well, even the original L was like that. Okay. So that makes it much harder to just outright use the notebook. Besides, isn't there a more pressing issue at the moment, like how Kira would handle the transaction? Good point. This could be our final chance to get the notebook and Kira. Do you understand what it means that the money is being handed over tomorrow? 24 hours. Would be 6 p.m. on Friday, May 24th in Japan time. They probably thought that 3 days would be enough for the panic to subside. Oh, the banks that they close at 3 on Friday and they don't open over the weekend. But if they want the money deposited in a Japanese bank, it's like they're asking to get caught. Yeah, pretty much. Is a quadrillion Japanese yen a lifetime earning potential of average Japanese? Is 300 million at best. If Akira is been planning this out of from the start, they're actually phenomenally smart. I don't understand how is he gonna hide that. The next day, the money from the winning bid should be deposited by May 27th of this year in equal amounts to every person in Yotsuba Bank, Japan savings account, and registered residents in Tokyo, age 60 and under, as of the date of May 24th, 2019. So basically, he just want to spread the money so he can get money too, and everybody else on that, so they can't trace him. That's awesome. They want me to trace him because it would be like everybody, but then everybody is suspect as well. But then again, assuming it's a huge bank, they wouldn't be able to. Okay, that's cool. No, I'm not gonna go backwards. It's being split up. How many thousands of people have those accounts? There you go. And why 60 and under? Even if it was a million people splitting a quadrillion yen, then it means okay, nice. 1 billion yen per person. That's awesome. You have a savings account with Yotsuba Bank, don't you? Of course he does. Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable what just happened. We're filthy rich now. What? Hooray for Kira. Kira is a god. Love Kira. Open up. Open up. I need a new bank account right now. Give me 1 billion yen. So of course that overwhelmed the bank right away. It says 60 and under, so I just barely qualify. Open up your doors. So the 60 and under detail is an intriguing one. Of course, I did assume that Kira was a young person. Limiting the age does not increase Kira's share, but it also narrows down the possible targets. Even still, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of people with those accounts, and two days have passed, the Akira will not remember even being Kira. It's basically impossible for us to find Akira at this point. For the first time since becoming L, I must admit defeat. That's awesome. Monday 27. Pay attention to the bank. $10 million have been made from America, and now customers to all the bank branches. Wow, my money is there. So chaos in the whole country. Up and up. Let me get my account. The bank announced that customers will only be able to withdraw their savings amount prior to the 24th. This time up to total of 100,000 yen per day. More details can be found. Just go back to our website. So now we'll be able to access it for like a month. Yeah, money like that gets frozen by banks normally when it's a high amount. So the bank can verify the funds basically. But they will pay up and go ahead to take the notebook to the President of the United States. Okay, is that everything then? Yeah, we're all done. Thanks. Once I've discarded possession of the notebook, I don't ever show up around me again for any reason. I'm going to forget all of these and live a happy life. That's awesome. I don't want anything to do with this dangerous thing. Man, I didn't realize he hated me so much. I managed to use the Death Note without even writing on it, and that was a fun time in order. Sure thing, giving it up now. The Oval Office, President Trump. I actually got yelled at by some Shinigami King before I came here. He said, "How could you let him sell the Death Note in the human world?" There's been a new rule added. Humans who buy or sell the Death Note in the human world will die. The seller will die even when they receive the money, and the buyer will die when they receive the Death Note. What? So that means that all those people will die? That's crazy. Yeah, I know, but it's a brand new rule. So you paid all that money just to die. but if you refuse to take the notebook, I'll treat it as if you didn't buy it, really. But the point is that you aren't getting your money back. Now, if you take the notebook, you'll die, but it will remain here. So someone high and mighty in this country will get it, right? You'll die, but it'll belong to your nation. So what's the plan? I'm not taking it, says Trump. I'm not taking it. I guess it would be more or less Tausan. That's a terrible impersonation. Anyway, moving on. Got it. You value your lives over your country. Yeah, it's obvious. I'm going to announce that I've gained the power of Kira anyway. Of course he would. That would be a smart thing to do, I guess. And he's good at lying. Well, not good, but he lies. I've got it, but I refuse to use it. I'll make it. It'll make me look like a saint. Okay, that's something he would do. Very sure, Mr. President. Okay, so what do I do now? Shirayu flies away with a notebook. Minoru doesn't know about this new rule. I do have to keep your world. You have to keep your world, whether human or god. Oh, okay. So don't even show up around me again for any reason. Okay, so he can never come back to the kid again. Almost there, Japan's economy was booming, especially around the capital. They called it the Reiwa bubble, or the Kira bubble. I guess like the bubble they had during the 80s or early 80s, I think. An apartment, a house, and 3 cars, all in cash. To toast to Kira, a god among men. Oh no! Why is he dead? Are you alright? Call an ambulance. Oh, what a shame. His plan was perfect. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you do it. Any human who uses the Death Note meets an unfortunate end. Oh no, Ryuk killed them. Ryuk took away. Ryuk killed them. Isn't there anyone who will use the thing a little longer than that? The end. Wow. I didn't expect that ending. That's a good read though. It's a really good read. I just didn't expect the ending. I didn't expect Ryuk to kill him like that. Wow. Anyway, this I don't know if you want me to do this kind of videos again. Put up with me reading and stuttering. Well, that was a good read. Good out as always. Bye.